I'm Glamrock Mangle. Nice to meet y'all. Okay, Glamrock Mangle. She's a friend. Trust me, she's good. I mean, hold on. Let me get into the accent. Lord almighty, it's been a while. Okay, hear me out. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. She could have left me to die, okay? She didn't leave me to die. Therefore, friend. Yes, she could have left me to die, okay? Okay. Well, she might be a friend, but still, I am quite interested in what her story is. Oh, well, see, a long time ago, before the opening of the Pizzaplex, a short time after you guys were created, actually, I'm the Gen 2 models, like, Glamrock Bonnie here. That's why I knew quite a bit about his circuitry and systems. It's because he's a Gen 2 animatronic model. You guys are the Gen 1 of the Gen 26 platform, I believe. I don't know, there's like 138 endoskeleton models. So it goes model, and then tier base. It's just a whole lot of numbers, but we're a Gen 2 of model 48, I believe. You guys are model 48 Gen 1, because you are the actual successors to Gen 47, which is currently the most expansive platform. Okay, sorry for the pause, I had to think there for a second. We are currently in the most backwards compatible, which means even with, let's say, parts from the Springlock days, if there's even a Springlock animatronic alive, keep in mind, most Springlock animatronics were just animatronics. Those who were alive either got worn as a suit and somebody died in them, or they were born. Such as our founder, Mr. Afton. There are 2 exceptions I know of, because I met both of them. It was a Fredbear and a Spring Bonnie. I met them because I was wandering before I headed to there, and I met a Fredbear and Spring Bonnie that were in this arcade. I didn't really want to stay there because I'm not a fan of pizzerias, personally. I know. It was a Freddy's location, I don't remember where. And they said the only reason that they were not fully Springlock animatronics and they were animatronic enough to be able to be granted life, because keep in mind, not all animatronics are able to gain sentience. You have to be lucky and have very certain events play out and have a very certain part. And that part is crucial for every animatronic to work, which is why most animatronics do become alive, but Springlock models didn't. The thing was, that Fredbear and Spring Bonnie was actually retrofitted with the part, which the original Fredbear at that location had, because it was a experimental model and it was not a Springlock suit, which is why the new Fredbear was implemented, because the old Fredbear wasn't a Springlock suit, and therefore they were losing out on money because of that. But the second they realized that Fredbear was sentient, then they realized they just wasted a lot of cash on getting rid of the old one. It's an interesting story that I heard about. And I had access to Fazbear systems for years. I read all up on this. I only left the warehouse here and there to see if I could bump into anybody interesting to talk about it. Which is the interesting thing. Most animatronics, when they are granted to a location, they have a part implemented into them for stuff like us that don't allow us to leave. But the Gen 1 models had a faulty version, which is why the Gen 2 models were made. He got broken, which is how he didn't get shocked when he left. Slash, the building did burn down, so all those procedures would be no. Which is why you guys didn't. And the tracking systems are also fried. His wasn't. Which is why I assume you guys knew that other guy was a fraud, right? Because I saw somebody was accessing the systems on the GPS system. Because I have a whole array set up to tell me when certain things happen in Fazbear Entertainment systems. I am extremely lonely, so... whoa. Sorry there, got a little lightheaded. I talk too much, and then, you know, I run out of air. Is it me, or is it getting a little hot in here? We talked about this. Breathe. Breathe. Okay, gosh darn it. If I fall one more time, I swear. But anyway, breathe. Sorry, sometimes I really get stuck on tangents. And then when I notice people are listening to me, I get a little nervous. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But yeah, I know a lot about robotics. I actually improved upon certain models while I was in there. There was this strange rabbit man that came by and asked me a couple questions. I mean, they were pretty basic animatronic items, so I was like, here you go. They said they were repairing something. I'm not sure what. Oh my god. You accidentally helped glitch trap. Wait, I did? Oh, I am greatly sorry. I didn't know he was just asking for 4 wires of very specific lengths, of very specific, like, it was ultra specific, so I thought they were repair guys, you know? And I thought the baby girl, you know, I saw that, and I know the V-A-N-N-I, I believe, or V-A-N-N-Y, not sure. Model mask was invented, and it was only an experimental model that was never expanded upon, other than once or twice. So I thought she was working on the prototype. And when I saw the other guy, I was like, oh, they're expanding into a Mark II. Well, Mark 45, because the Mark 43 was the VANNI system, which actually has 41 others behind it. Each one of them having a very, very specific niche and purpose. It's really interesting. It's kind of cool, too, to think about. But technically it's the Mark 1, and I thought that was the Mark 2. I am greatly sorry. They just asked for that and 2 hydraulics, which I did not see in this, so whatever those 2 hydraulics were for, beyond me. And they asked for food and drinks. I assume that was literally for them, so I just gave it to them. Well, 2 hydraulics. The only animatronic we knew that had hydraulics was the Mimic. Exactly when did this happen? Oh, a couple months. Okay, so it was the Mimic. Even without legs, this thing would have been horrifying, so I don't blame you on that part. Thank you. But you did help them, unintentionally. Why would we punish her for something she had no idea she was a part of? He's not suggesting that, dummy. What are you suggesting? She owes us. Even if I don't owe you, I'm sticking with him, so wherever he goes, I go. Which, if you ask me, is kind of weird. Because, you know, she saved my life. I didn't save us. So, I guess it's a unintended upside of finding somebody who's been alone for, like, 4 years. Yeah. I've been alone for a long time, so honestly, I'm just sticking with him. And to be fair, if you didn't find me, I don't know if I'd be here today. Loneliness is not fun. I'll never go back. But, yeah, I'm greatly sorry, but I make it up to you guys. I am an expert with everything robotic-based. So I can find, I don't know, any animatronic you require. Or part. Would you be able to find Monty? Oh god, not him. Yeah, it would be difficult, seeing how his frying thing is. Unless if he activates his repair beacon, which does work. It's the only beacon that ever worked with your Gen models. It was because the coding on those were reused in the Gen 2 platform, which didn't have any problems like that. Well then, welcome aboard. She would have helped us anyways. Yeah. Do you promise? Fine, fine. I'll make you some tea. Why don't you just ask Freddy? Because I think he'd be more than happy to help you. Yeah, but I think he's asleep, and I don't really want to wake him up, you know? Oh. You should wait. Too late, you promised. Fine. I'm making some tea if anybody wants any. Oh, hey, it's Glamrock Bunny, and... Oh, hey, I remember you. Oh, hi, Gregory. I met you. Oh, my God, it's been like, what, 2 years? Yeah. What are you, 8, 10? I don't remember how old I am. I think you're 10. But anyways. So, I assume you found your mom, then? No. I adopted him. Well, that's great. I told you you'd find a family one day. That you did. Wait, you met Gregory? Yeah, I met him when he was about 8. He was a small, scrawny boy, barely had anything to eat, and the clothes on his back were a lot worse back then. I gave him a bunch of stuff from the place I was at. The factory had, well, the warehouse had tons of Fazbear memorabilia. That I can't confirm. Heck, I found plushies of all of us. It was a part of a canceled line, actually, she says. It was part of the original line that was supposed to come out earlier while she was a part of the project. But they had to shelf all the old models to come out and the new models because she was shelved. Because it was a part of the old models that was supposed to come together. It was like a little minifigure. It was that way you wanted to buy them all. Which they did reuse, but they got rid of one of the parts and reworked the entire design. Oh yeah, I knew it seemed weird. It seemed like there was one extra piece on one of them because one of them just seemed like it was 2 pieces fused together. That's why. But yeah. Glad to see you, Gregory. Want some tea? Sure, I haven't had tea in a long while. Sean, can you please make us 2 teas? Fine. By the way, hi, new person. Hi, son, right? Yeah. Nice to meet you. Within the past 14 minutes, well, actually, you know what, let's just say, in the past half an hour I've known you, you have, 1, proved that your technical experience is beyond anything anybody in this house has. You've met somebody we're trying to get rid of, and my kid, I'm the one that adopted him, shut up. Yeah, fair enough. And you've saved my friend. And allowed my kid, our kid, technically, not by law, my kid. Fair point. Yeah. You single-handedly have been the most. And we've never met you. Well, I have in a previous life, but none of them have. Stop going on about this previous life. We don't believe you. I believe him. And that's all that matters. Still, the only reason I even thought about reading it was I read a page with me in it, and it sounded so like something I would say. I read through the entire thing. All of that seems like something I'd say and do given these circumstances. Too believable, which is why it must be a lie. That's what you keep saying. But yeah. Why were you scrapped? Oh, well, see, there was another one, a Foxy. And, well, he's gone. I don't know if he died or left. He was scrapped, so then they had to work around me, and, well, I always had a defect. See, I'm not sure why, but when I was created, see, anytime they put an eye in the socket that I'm covering, it would turn, the eye would turn black because it would fill up with oil for some reason. Oh. Wait. Freddy, do you think, does that mean certain damage is permanent? Through the droid things, right? And didn't they kill at least one of us? Yeah. What if that means that... Does that mean he's... Yeah. It doesn't mean people that died by him have no memory? I think so. Oh. What? Nothing. But that's what I thought. But, you know, I'm a technical expert, so I ripped out one of my eyes, put another one in, it happened again. So then I took a look at my eyes. There was nothing wrong with any of them. I quadruple checked. And then I thought about my design, so I took a look at my blueprints, and they were executed perfectly. I know this for one key reason. I have removed parts of me and replaced them. Sure, I've almost died a couple times replacing the battery. I haven't had to replace the battery in 2 years, so I'm not sure about that. But I think whatever's going on with my eyes might have something to do with something out of my control. Or it's a defect with my fueling process. Which wouldn't make sense since I haven't had an oil refill in years. But I've never needed one in years. So I have no idea how this is possible. But anyways, glad to meet you all. Oh, and if we're gonna be sleeping in rooms, I prefer to take one with him. Gregory, you're getting a roommate. Crap. 2 of them. Double crap. Unless, if I'm not Freddy, we'll take Monty when he comes. No, I'll take him. Trust me, I'd rather have him. So I have someone to talk to other than Moon all day. Well, can't wait to get settled in. Ours is the first room. Yeah? Why do you always guess the first room everywhere? You said, I bet the bathroom's in the first room. No, it's in the 4th. You keep guessing the first room for everything. Do you just assume it'll work? If there's an average of 4 rooms in a house, I have a 25% chance. Oh, wait. We have to wait for tea. Almost forgot. Tea! So, you remember do you remember Oliver? No. All I know is she did get hurt. The thing with her brother, I loosely remember. I remember really liking him. And hey, sure she's different, but I still really like it. In the last world, you two became really close because she lost her brother. You helped her every step of the way. You are her closest friend. Last time, and judging by everything, this time as well, but she's different. A lot's different. Keep that in mind. You can't rely on your memory when things are so different, but keep your memories in mind. They might be what we need to survive. Because I feel like something's coming. You're too paranoid sometimes. You know that? You know what? Let's make tea for everyone. Oh, come on! Maybe I am. Screw it. Want to get some tea? Sure. Really is tea for everyone. Yeah, why not? I don't like the new lady. Any particular reason? I don't know. Never liked the nerdy types, you know? The nerdy types have this air around them, like they know everything. She has the talkative one. Yep. Well, that's today's video. This video did beyond what I needed it to do, which is the unintended side effect of messing around. I was able to show off her character traits, have things be revealed, and just generally have a good time. That's what I really missed about doing some of these videos, because sometimes I'm not able to do what I want, because then it'd make no sense. And then sometimes I'm able to do what I need to do, and I'm able to do it. So, anyways, if you enjoyed today's video at any point, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Anything you'd like to say, or there's a video ideal you'd like to see me do, comment down below. Because I'll put it in the sticky notes, you know, the one on Windows. Ah. That's one I did. You're also one I did. You are the one I just did. Man, I haven't messed with the notepad in quite some time. Anyways, with that out of the way, subscribe, ring-a-ling the ring-a-ling button so you're notified whenever I upload. Click on the playlist because I'm sure you'll enjoy it, or while you're doing stuff, or to find out what's going on. Click on the video, I'm sure you'll enjoy it, and hey, if you like the music, go check out Collide777's channel. Click on my channel, scroll down, Key should be down there. Well, Collide. And hey, while you're at it, mind checking out my second channel, Lore Maker, just Lore Maker. I'm working on a massive project, and I know you guys will enjoy it. But anyways, till we meet again, see you in the next one. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye-bye.